Because half these houses were straight up just drug houses. They were moving just massive weight. It was like 1987. It was crazy. It was a crazy experience.
We're just here in Bushwick, and we just got off the Jefferson stop. And yeah, just one of the really cool things is that we literally just walked a block from Jefferson Street to find an Owen Dibby piece. This guy put aside all his earnings for a year and wanted to find the perfect spot to put a piece of religion. It's really interesting that it's here in Bushwick and nowhere else.
I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from Gowanus. Once I was working here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I was working, standing right there, looking out the window, and this van like comes peeling around the corner, and it like pulls up right in front of my store, and I'm like, oh, what are these guys? And all these guys get out. And these guys, like 4 guys jump out. I'm like, oh God, what's gonna happen? And they're like, and they whip out lawn chairs, and they sit down, and they just start playing dice. Like this. I think that's why I just said that. But it's like this is always in my brain because. Can you imagine them driving around? Like, they were, like, driving really fast. So they're like, there, pull over there. No, that's a horrible place for dice. What's wrong with you? No, over there. That's perfect. Pull over. I got it. These dice are hot. You know, they're just like, these dice, I gotta throw these dice. So there's a certain feeling, you know, this street looks like a little crappy street. It is not commercial. It's just like this older conception of, like, what you do in a city. There's, like, where it's not just completely combed over and analyzed for its exploitable commercial value. You know, like the prices in the city are extremely inflated for ridiculous reasons. That's what's weird about Bushwick, where they're putting in all this fancy shit, and it looks fancy over there and fancy over there. That fancy stuff is only for specific kinds of people, and the rest of the neighborhood doesn't change at all. It still smells, there's still garbage everywhere, the cops are still assholes, you know, and it's like, they don't change anything, except they put up like a condo, and you know, and it's just like completely exploitative. So if you actually like live here, you know, like I identify with the city. This is where I'm from.
Right.
I live where I grew up, in the city, and you live here. There's a place where people can live. People can live in the city, but I don't know if these things that are being put in are for people who are going to stick it out and like make a life here and like be here for 20 years.
Yeah.
They're not. They're doing that thing, that like global citizenry bullshit where they're like, they move in, they're here for like 5 years and then they move to the suburbs or something. I don't know. But if you want to make a life here, you want to look really long term, you have to get into this other mindset. And the second you get into that mindset, all this stuff just looks like bullshit. It just looks like a shit. Like you're like, that building's gonna fall down. These people are gonna be gone. what is going on here?
Right.
And the real lay of the land in Bushwick is that it's happening like so fucking fast, you know.